It'd probably help if I click the right button and add us to the stage. I'm like looking at a black screen going, where are we at?
I know too.
All right, so welcome back, everybody. Yeah, I got the neon sign on and we're lit up red, but I guess it makes good light. Let's see here. Yeah, we're a bit dark without it.
Yeah.
So we've got neon lights and stuff going. We're upstairs tonight, y'all. So hopefully y'all can see us and hear us. Tiffany, let me know. But it has been storming for days and days and days here. Feast or famine.
But the grass is looking good.
Yeah, you need to mow it again this week. So we went 2 months in a drought. I'm talking very unusual for us to go that long. I think we had 1 or 2 rains in 2 months, which is just crazy for the tropical or subtropical climate that we're in. And now it is 80 to 90% every single day. And for the next 10-day forecast, as far as I can see, 80 to 90% every day. We had 5 different storms and rain showers yesterday. It's been storming all day long today. So we could not gamble being on the porch, throwing a bunch of food out for the Blackstone and then getting stuck, because last night it stormed all the way into the night and it was predicted to do that today.
Plus the humidity is, whew.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I mean, you open the door and you instantly sweat, and I'm not joking about that.
Yeah. I woke up this morning and I went outside before the first round of storms came, and it was sunny. And as soon as you open the door, it just slapped you in the face. And so I went back over to our little thermostat, whatever it's called, because it reads our local outside too, and it said 94% humidity. I was like, yep, it certainly feels like it. It is
Should I
disgusting.
turn on the living room lights? Do you think that would help?
It may help some. You can try it.
All right.
I don't know how bright they'll be up here, but we'll give it a shot. Yes, we could use some better lighting. We don't do nothing professional here at all with the live stream. By the way, did everybody say they could see us and hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Well, good deal. Let's roll on into here. We'll go ahead and start catching some questions. Yeah, that looks a little better.
Okay.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of light coming up here. We need to start doing that. We used to do that a lot. So let's start reading some comments and everything else. I see we got Hammer on tonight. Hopefully you're doing well, buddy.
Hi, Hammer.
Yeah, let's see what else we got. Not in the backyard, says Doug. No.
No, sorry.
Too much storm. Let me adjust this camera. I got it too high, especially if I'm gonna keep throwing y'all's comments up on the screen. Too many storms. We just could not gamble and risk it, y'all. Just too much going on. Don't get me wrong. I'm thankful for the rain because we went through a couple months of drought. I'll take all we can get, but now it won't stop.
Yeah, and I had to go ahead and just plan a meal for our dinner inside anyway. So, because we didn't know what it was going to do.
And Hammer says, I'm new here and for the food. Well, I hate to tell you.
Show them the food.
Now, don't get me wrong. She's got an awesome meal going downstairs.
Oh, it smells so good in this house. I'm so ready.
Yeah, I know. We're going to tear it up as soon as we get off this live stream. So let me go ahead and show you. So what did Tiffany, I'm adding it to stage. What did you make today right there?
Yeah, so I was just sitting around looking at Facebook Reels, and everybody was making this homemade pasta, and it looked so easy. So I was like, I'm going to go in there and try that because I already knew I was going to make marsala tonight. So I went in there and I tried it. It's not as easy as it looks, but
the recipe was very easy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just flour and eggs, and I of course put a bunch of seasoning in my noodles because I like seasoning.
Yeah.
But it wasn't easy trying to make it thin and roll it out and all that. But we rarely eat pasta. And I mean, this is kind of a meal you need to do that with. I can't remember the last time we had pasta.
And we used to eat it every single meal back in the day. That and bread. We've cut it
I was
out.
craving marsala, and you got to do pasta with marsala.
So what we should say right there, that's the raw dough. And then she goes and boils it in the water and makes because she's got it rolled up right there in order to cut it, but you unroll it and makes long noodles. Yeah. She boils it. And then this is what she's got going on right there. I love me some marsala.
Yes.
Oh,
so it is down there just waiting on us, just marinating in there and waiting on us to eat tonight. So I'm excited.
So good. Oh, it smells so good. We absolutely love Italian food. So that's what we are
splurging tonight with some homemade noodles.
Yes. Not that makes them that much help.
Should I just done some new potatoes since we got bucoodles of them out there. I could have done that with the marsala.
Yes, that would have been perfect over it.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
That's all right. We'll do it tomorrow. All right. So Adam, thank you so much, buddy. We appreciate you gifting out some memberships. If y'all were new and just got gifted a membership, I can't see who they went to on my streaming software. It's completely random. I want to let y'all know that. I know some people are from time to time like, I didn't get gifted a membership because so many people gift those out, and we appreciate y'all doing that. And typically what we do for memberships is we just give sneak peeks, behind the scenes looks, early access to videos, although our videos are always free, goes to everybody. I just want to make that clear. And we typically do one live stream a month for our members as well. So appreciate you gifting those out, Adam. Actually, I'm gonna gift a few out tonight myself. I've already got the screen pulled up to do that. Let's go ahead. It's completely random, and bam, there goes 5. I hope. Yes. So we'll do that right there, and then we'll gift out 5 more in a few minutes because I want to get this screen closed. Don't want to crash no internet or nothing tonight. Okay. So Andrew and Sankey says the garden looks fantastic. It's doing really, really well this year.
I can hardly move around out there. Everything is just overgrown as far as the squash and zucchini goes. Green beans are full blast right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've already put up, I don't know, probably 8 bags of green beans.
Good. Let's keep going.
And we're going to probably try to pickle some this week.
I didn't know I was going to try to pickle some this week, but Tiffany informed me. Yeah, you informed me. By the way, you're pickling green beans this week, which is kind of it's a process. It's not quick and easy, but
it's a team effort.
Good. Yeah, sure. By the way, the day you told me, that's the only day that it's not supposed to rain in the morning. It's supposed to rain pretty much all day tomorrow, all day the next day. The
big
morning,
plans.
Yeah, the other day that you told me, I need to go take care of a couple things before the afternoon shower starts.
I hope that they last maybe into next week.
Of course they will.
Yeah, the bugs are starting to get kind of heavy out there. So
well, they're not burning up in the sun with all the rain. So we'll be good. We'll be good. We'll pickle some for sure. All right, Adam, my goodness, thank you so much again.
Thank you, Adam.
So kind and so generous.
He is.
Gifting out all these memberships. We appreciate you. So let's go on down here and read. So 80 Patties all the way from Germany says it's 1 a.m. What are you doing up? Get some sleep. And 50 degrees.
He's a night owl.
50 degrees Fahrenheit. Appreciate you converting it for me because we don't do that Celsius thing over here. Or you know us Americans, we've got to we avoid metric and we avoid Celsius. I don't know why we do that. Meanwhile, the rest of the world pretty much dives off into it. So 50, that's quite chilly. I wish that was what it was here. It's like been in the 90s here, not when it's not raining. And
what is the humidity?
The humidity right now is 93%.
Might as well be.
It's just so thick you have to claw your way through the air outside. It is. Ooh. All right. So Crystal said it's been raining there so much. Poor roses are looking bad. Apparently everybody's getting the rain all of a sudden. And there's Kurt jumped on from Southeast Louisiana. You getting all the rain that we've been getting? It has showed up. My goodness, Adam. How many memberships have you gifted out? I am so far behind.
Apparently.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I can see 3 on my screens. I mean, 3 sets of 5.
Yeah.
So,
well, we'll keep scrolling 15. Through there. Adam, thank you so much.
Thank you, Adam.
We absolutely appreciate you. So Michael says, how did the meeting with the county go? We have not met, and I'm assuming you're talking about the
Swanee.
Yeah, the River House. Yeah. So we have not met with the county yet. The county's actually easy. All they care about is give me money, money, money. Here's your building permit. Like that's the way the county works. It's all your state agencies, Department of Environmental Protection, and all this other stuff that we've got to deal with. So we did have our first big house meeting. What was that last week? Week before.
Mm-hmm.
We did inform our members that they got a big sneak peek on house plans and stuff. We're going to share those with everybody after we get the final thumbs up. So we had our first big house environmental meeting with this agency that cuts the big environmental permit. One of them. We hope they're the only one we have to deal with. Everything went very, very well. They did want a few follow-ups. We've got 2 different engineers, the house engineer making some modifications to some plans, and then an environmental engineer that has to do things that are beyond my comprehension. It's all about water flows and just stuff I don't understand. They're having to make some minor updates to some numbers for going over. But long story short, y'all know me. I'm Mr. Overdue, Mr. Particular. So I had a meeting with 2 engineers with this, we're just going to call them a state environmental agency because that's what they are. And at the end of the meeting, they said, you come prepared, didn't you? Like they both were like, I could tell by the look on their face when they were talking. They're like, I don't think we've ever had a meeting go this smooth because I had everything laid out, everything ready to go. I read all the rules. Yeah, I've been working on this for 5 to 6 months. I didn't go in there just unprepared like they typically get, but they said, yeah, you're quite prepared. But they only had just a couple minor follow-ups that we hope we're going to get cleared up by next week, and then we can apply for a building permit. But we still have to notify 2 other big state agencies. But it's kind of my understanding that if this one agency cuts you the permit, gives you the thumbs up. The other ones are kind of like, if they're good with it, we're good with it.
Yeah.
Because like, what else do you do? We've done so much environmental stuff. I don't think there's nothing else we can do. So at the moment, I'm not going to put the cart before the horse here. I know some of y'all don't understand that old Southern saying, but we're not going to count our chickens before the eggs hatch.
Yeah.
Another Southern saying. Because nobody's told us yes, but it sounds very positive with the big agency that we have to go through. So as soon as we can get our building permits, one from the state agency, one from the county, they're not going to be a problem. They don't care. We're going to be so relieved. Then we can start breaking ground when it's 100 degrees in the middle of summer.
Yeah. Well, we still got a little bit of a process to go as far as them, doing everything they got to do on their end and giving those permits to us and all that.
Oh, yeah. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. One big announcement we're going to give you because you spent your time with us on a Sunday night. And we appreciate it so much. You came live with us. Everybody else is just going to have to find out when the video comes out. They did give us permission, which I did not think they were going to. They gave us permission to go ahead and put stairs in at the riverbank. So that's going to be that's going to be an upcoming project. Now, the problem is 80 to 90% chance of rain the next 10 days. I don't think I need to be planning work projects over there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
As soon as we get a break in the weather, we can finally get stairs down the riverbank. I thought for sure they were going to force us to cut a permit, but I already read the rules. That's one of the few things they don't require permits for unless it meets all these other little side things. They had very strict rules, and if I break them, it does require permits. So we went through all of that. Landing, size, square footage. They just gave me all the rules, but sounds like we can go ahead and put our stairs in. So now we can get down, actually pull our boat up, do a little bank fishing. Oh, I'm super excited about that. So we will have some stair builds coming. All right. So Chris, question, how's the house coming? There. I just gave you 5 minutes in the update. How about what you think about that? All right. So we've got about 130 people on. I tell you what, because I want to close this screen out, I'm going to gift out some more memberships. Again, completely random. I have no control over who it goes to, but there's 5 more membership. That maxes me out for the month. That's all that I'm allowed to give out. So you got them. If you wanted it, great. If you didn't want it, tough. You got it anyways. So you'll start seeing some updates this month as we give some, behind the scenes stuff. And we'll announce normally toward the end of the month, we do our members only live stream. All right, so let's see what Kurt says here. Andrew, I'm looking about kitchen cabinets. I remember you got yours from Lillian. How are they holding up? Perfect.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Couldn't ask for better cabinets.
Yes, I highly, highly recommend them.
Yep.
You use them more than me. You give your opinion.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. They hold up really well.
I am absolutely expecting to use Lillian cabinets in our little river home as well. Although it won't be many cabinets, it's a tiny home.
Yeah.
The process was beautiful. Y'all know. Some of y'all know the story, some of y'all don't. We bought our cabinets from them because they were highly recommended. We bought some of their cheaper ones because we was on such a budget here. The owner's daughter seen our video, showed it to the owner. He called me personally, was the kindest guy you could ever imagine. And was like, hey, I want to upgrade you to our premium cabinets. You've kind of bought our old style that only 1% of our sales goes to. He's like, we want to get you soft closed doors, everything. Hooked us up. So I'm putting that out there as a disclaimer. I still recommend them whether they did that or not.
Yeah.
The process was great. You got a better cabinet that you get at Lowe's or Home Depot. I could clearly see that. Love the cabinets, and we will be using them again.
We will.
Whether the owner talks to me or not,
yeah.
I'm using those again.
Absolutely.
Because what I looked at Lowe's and Home Depot is it's junk, and we actually got our cabinets cheaper and they're better built. So highly, highly recommend you go that route. Okay. Yes. So Crystal, glad you brought this up. We were going to discuss this. So next Sunday is Father's Day. Will you be doing a live? We will not be doing a live stream next week. So we've already kind of forewarned y'all. We have got a tremendous amount going on between Mother's Day that we just had, Father's Day. We've had graduation stuff pop up and some stuff coming up. We've had, we've got weddings coming up. We've got birthdays coming up. Y'all, we got so much going on.
Always something.
Yeah, it really does. I'm going to be honest with you. It's probably going to be August before all this clears up. You're going to see some more cancellations. We're still going to try to do a couple lives a month, plus our members only. But we're going to be bouncing around. Honestly, realistically, we probably should start being prepared for all these big holiday weekends that a lot of times we're going to have to cancel. Makes sense. Y'all got stuff going on. Next weekend, there's going to be so many of y'all. being with your family, traveling, grilling out, cooking out, celebrating Father's Day. We totally understand that we're going to have a limited number of people. So we will not have a live stream next weekend. And then coming up a few weeks after that, we're going to have to cancel for all the other reasons I just mentioned. A few weeks after that, we're going to have to cancel again. And then it clears up for August and September that we know
right now.
that we know of. But then here's the other problem. Then you roll into holidays, your Thanksgivings, your Christmases, and we usually do multiple.
Yep, we have another wedding in October.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you'll have to remind me because I can't even think right now. Who the heck is that? All right. So apparently, no. For the rest of the year, it sounds like we're going to have some cancellations. It's just the way it is. We're getting to where we're working 7 days a week and trying to juggle all this, and it's not working out so well, especially when you're trying to include family and all these other things that pop up. It's life. I know y'all completely understand. So we'll pick back up the following weekend, and we're just going to play all this stuff by ear, all right? Because things are constantly changing. But this year is an unusual year for us. Typically, we don't have this much summertime stuff going on, but we've got a very, very busy spring and summertime this year. It's just the way it is. It's life. Y'all understand. Okay. So let's see what Shane said. Have been looking at Cimarron for a while. I was looking at Cimarron before I bought my excavator as well. Picked up a YH20 with the Kubota diesel last week. Good so far. Time will tell. Now, is the Cimarron I think the YH20 is one of their models as well. I was looking at one of their little bit bigger models. Oh, I was so close to pulling the trigger on it because it was thousands, tens of thousands less than my machine. But ultimately, dealer close by, part support and all is what made me go with it. But my friend Kyle Spicer at Spicer Designs has had one of the Cimarron machines for a while. While it's not up to the level as Bobcat, it doesn't cost what this Bobcat did. And he actually didn't have a whole lot of bad things to say about it. So I think you're going to be okay. And at least you've already got an actual dealer. I think they have 2 or 3 dealerships in the United States. They do better parts. I like that you got the Kubota diesel. That's what's in mine. I think you did good. But keep me updated. It's nice to know those things. The price point, I understand why you went with it. I was certainly looking at it. Julie says, I'm watching while cleaning the kitchen. Don't be cleaning no knives while you're watching us. But everything else you can do. All right.
Multitasking.
Yeah, Walter jumped on. Hello, Walter. Good to see you. Okay. Pest Hunter says, not staying long. Well, the heck with you. It's going to the next comment. No, he says, waiting for severe weather to show up. I understand that.
Get bad.
We've been dodging it for days. Okay. Jerry says, Andrew, did Shannon from Sunshine's Hot Dogs contact you? Give you her info? No, because I would have remembered that. Or you might be lying and just gave somebody a plug. Of course, we plugged them to 129 people that's on. So I don't know that Shannon's Hot Dogs are going to be doing that much better from getting the plug here. But no, but now I'm genuinely curious.
Shannon's Hot Dogs, Sunshine's Hot Dogs.
But it's Shannon's.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm genuinely curious why somebody from a hot dog company or cart or whatever it is contacting me. I'll be waiting. As long as they've got slaw dogs or chili cheese dogs, I'm interested.
Yeah, slaw dogs.
Yeah. And I hated slaw dogs when I was a kid. Now I'm loving them.
Got to get this fan on.
Yes. Y'all, I know I'm burning up too. It's so muggy. Oh, why is it 78 in this house? Hang on.
It's just 78 up here.
Well, I can do that from my phone because we all fancy now. My AC's on the internet, so let's turn it down. All right, it says it just kicked on. It's going down to 74, which is crazy low for us. We don't ever go that low. But see, our humidity is only 41% in the house, which is below set point. Anyways, we're just talking random. Kim wants to know how the watermelons are doing. Good. I walked out in the garden yesterday in between all the storms. They're doing good. We've got some this big. We've got some that big. I actually kind of like that because last year I had so many coming in at once. You just can't eat them all. So I'd rather them be spaced out like that. Okay. Y'all, I am way behind. I've got to just start running down and popping through some comments. 105 in Austin, Texas. I'll quit complaining then. Yeah, Florida, the state where you can swim in the air. Isn't that the truth? Aaron, all the way from Australia. Good to see you. And Larry says, I don't believe everyone's getting rain. It's feast or famine. We went months without it, and all of a sudden, here it is. Okay. So Andrew Sankey says, awesome fan in the workshop you put in. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I'd much rather run my floor fan. It moves way more air, but it's very difficult to run that while I'm recording, although sometimes I do, but y'all can hear it so bad. So I needed to have multiple options in there. I'm reading. So how large is the riverfront property, says Bill? It is 5 acres. Now, don't let that impress you because it's extremely deep, but we only have a couple hundred feet riverfront.
Yep, it's like a rectangle.
Yeah, but it's a super thin.
Yep.
It's almost a line. So a couple hundred feet of riverfront, although half of that's grown up, so you can't access, but let's just say 80 to 100 feet realistically, which we're okay with. I mean, we're not complaining at all. But it's really, really deep. Now, the benefit of that is you can't see nothing from the road. It's so thick, so grown up. I like having the deepness for privacy. Do I wish we had more riverfront property? Sure. River frontage? Absolutely. Are we blessed and thankful and happy that we've got something that I dreamed of as a kid and never thought was a reality?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So we're not complaining at all. Okay, Miss Lee, I'm this far behind. Oh, that's so kind and generous of you.
Thank you, Miss Lee.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Yes,
thank you.
we appreciate you.
She's always so supportive.
She is very supportive.
We love you, Miss Lee.
Yes, we do. Very, very supportive. So Wade says it's the cart before the horse. Yes, that's what I was talking about 20 minutes ago. I'm that far behind. So saw the Cushman details Ranger replacement. Yes, Shane. This has been a very common comment because y'all don't miss anything.
They don't
on the videos. Other than y'all have missed something, which is severely disappointed me, and we're not going to talk about it. But y'all been missing something for a while. I'm pretty disappointed. Eventually, y'all will get it. But anyways, back to this. So yes, we have an electric cart on the property now. Actually, I've recorded a video because so many people have either emailed me, commented, just everything like this. We might as well talk about the elephant in the room, so to speak. So the Ranger's having very serious engine issues. Started knocking last year, running out of oil. Could not figure out what was going. It wasn't on the outside of the engine. And it was just burning oil at random times and would run out literally, but it's got a whopping 2 quarts in it. And then you'd fill it, the knocking would go away and it wouldn't burn oil forever. You'd be checking it. And then you get complacent and you're not checking it all the time. And well, a couple weeks ago, valves started ticking, knocking, and it come back and it's not doing well. It's got some serious internal issues. That is my most used piece of equipment by far. I run it 7 days a week. Sometimes if I've got projects going on, like for example, whenever I was doing the sawmill episode with all the projects that had to go on there, I bet 30 to 50 times a day. I kid you not. I was cranking up, running about the shop, getting tools, carrying stuff down. Like a cart around here on 50 acres it's invaluable. I have to have it. I have to have it. So knowing that the Ranger is on its way out, I found a used electric cart. And the reason I went electric is because I'm making so much extra solar. Thought it would be good for the channel. Thought it'd be a good business decision. Might as well run it for free, right? No more oil, no more air filters, making plenty of solar. Let's charge and run the cart for free. No gas. Thought it would be fun. I don't off-road my Ranger. We don't go take it on trail rides and all that stuff. So electric cart made sense to run around here. So y'all are going to see what we got. It's actually 72 volts, crazy powerful. It's designed to tow things like 1,200 pound towing capacity. It's got a huge dump bed on it. It's perfect. Now I can run into the woods. I can carry chainsaws and chains and all that other stuff. It's just what I needed. The Ranger, I don't know what we're going to do. Probably I've got it filled back up again. I've did a full service on it. We're just going to run it till it blows up, honestly. Once we start working on the house at the river property, we'll stick it over there if it's still running. I don't know that we're going to put a new engine in it or rebuild it. We'll discuss that when the time gets here, but I can't risk having my most valuable piece of equipment go out tomorrow and engine's locked up, and then I feel like I got to rush around and get something. I am not buying a new Ranger. I'm not spending the money they're asking for them. Used electric carts are dirt cheap right now. I found one with 1-year-old batteries. Plus, if I'm being perfectly honest with y'all, part of our business is sponsors and sponsorships. I get offers all the time for golf cart batteries. Well, guess what? We can convert that to lithium. Now I get a 10 to 12 year battery in it. We can make cool content. So I try to do it thinking about an actual business decision with it. And we probably are going to convert it to lithium. Maybe sooner than later, who knows? But the batteries that are in it are good. So there'll be a video explaining that. Had to do a few upgrades and other stuff to it, but it just sounded like it was the smart choice for us. And I'm not buying a new gas Ranger when I can get an electric cart for multiple fractions cheaper than what
And
those.
no one has offered us a sponsorship for new ones.
Ain't that the truth? Hey, Polaris,
which is okay. We
no,
get
I
it.
know,
We get enough
I know.
sponsorship.
We do, and we're not trying to just shove all that in your
No.
face. But I tried to make what I thought was a smart business decision. Did I want to buy another cart right now? I did not.
No.
I need all that money going into the house now that we're getting closer to permits and all that stuff. But it was very, very affordable. Ranger is giving us major issues. I have done replaced so much electrical on that Ranger. I'm sick of it. I'm on my third set of
worked
injectors.
on it a very long time.
Yeah, I'm on my third fuel pump.
It has done us. It served us well.
It's got tens of thousands of miles on it, y'all. So we can't complain. But it's at its life.
What year did we buy that?
It's a 2011, but I bought it from my dad, and it was only a couple years old.
Yeah,
like
13. Yeah.
So, anyways, that's the story on that. Y'all actually get a video on it this week. I decided to do. I wasn't going to record a video, but y'all have asked so much. So it is what it is. Lance, thank you so much.
Thank you, Lance.
We appreciate y'all. Y'all on a roll tonight with these memberships. So we appreciate you. Adam says, what's up with the XP?
Yeah. So I guess it's giving rank to the people that are commenting. So like right now, Crystal's in first, and it's doing level 1, level 2, level 3.
Why is that called an XP?
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something new.
Yeah.
I can't see that on my software.
So it's just giving a crown to whoever comments first and second place. I don't know what that means.
Something new on YouTube.
I'm sure Adam will look it up and let us know.
Yes. Let us know, Adam, because I don't have a clue. That is something I've never noticed before and absolutely new. So Tripping says, passed by y'all twice yesterday on I-10. That's a lie because I was not on I-10 yesterday. But I know exactly what you mean.
Actually, we were.
I lied. We were on I-10
he's just
yesterday.
saying passing us.
I know what you meant, Tripping. You were coming through our area, but I forgot. We actually did get on I-10
we went
yesterday.
to Tallahassee yesterday.
We did go to Tallahassee. So it was such nasty weather. We went up there, and actually somebody gave us a couple of Texas Roadhouse gift cards. Shout out to my aunt. Thank you so much. So those were burning a hole in Tiffany's pocket.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go driving up to Tallahassee, but she got to mentioning it, and I noticed I was getting a little hungry, so I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Andrew, thank you. Thank you so much for bringing this up. So how's our Amazon account doing? We don't ever bring this up unless y'all do. We don't talk about it on videos, but we do on the live stream if y'all bring it up. So what they're asking, a lot of y'all know this, big part of how our business works, y'all. We don't make enough on content and ad revenue to do the things y'all see us do. It's just not possible. Do we make okay money? Certainly, but I just could not do all the stuff that you see. So we have multiple revenue streams. So does every YouTuber, Facebook person that you know of. It's just the way this business works. If you want to survive, you want to create fresh new content, you want to buy things, spice the channel up, you got to have multiple revenue streams. One of our better performing things is our Amazon account. So many of y'all go and do all your Amazon shopping. Doesn't matter what it is, through our Amazon account. We earn a tiny commission when you shop, and they've started offering us bonuses if a certain amount is sold through our store every month. You literally just use the search bar in our store, buy your toilet paper or whatever the heck you're buying. So the last 2 months, we've actually hit a bonus, and I'm talking a nice bonus, nice enough that it covers our diesel and our gas for the month. That's what we always try to do. And if we have any extra, we buy cameras. We eventually save up and we buy computers. We always use our Amazon money to reinvest in our business. 100%. Well, last month we've hit a bonus. We went 5-6 months without hitting one. Thank y'all so much for using it. Thank y'all so much for bringing it up. We should probably tell people in videos, but I feel like it's begging and asking. We don't want to do that. We just don't want to do that. So thank y'all to everybody that's using it. We're already having a fantastic month this month. Y'all are obviously listening and doing your shopping through our store.
So much.
And we're on track this month. It's still way early in the month, but we're trending to where this is, by the way, it's our last month that they're doing the bonus program, but they may offer it again next month. So we're doing really well. I will post a link. I always save it in case y'all bring it up. If y'all are doing any Amazon shopping, and use this link right there that I just posted in the comments, use the search bar. It doesn't have to be something we're showing on the channel. We do earn a small commission. We don't see your personal business. All we can see is what product was bought. We don't know who buys it.
Yeah, they don't have a name tied to it or anything.
None of that stuff.
Yeah.
We can't see none of that. We don't know who it is. All we can see
and we don't even look at that anyways, really.
Well, yeah. Well, unless it's something really popular. I'm like, oh, okay, well, this tool seems popular. Maybe I'll do a review on it. Something like that, you know. Thank y'all so much. We are on track to have a really good month again this month. And I pray they do the bonus program starting again next month. They very well may. They've done it for the last 12 to 15 months
Yeah.
probably, but it's a new program they started. So thank y'all so much. It's literally how we're able to do a lot of the things that we are, all these multiple revenue streams. People ask us all the time, just being honest with y'all, this is the live stream. Let's talk. You know, I get the comments all the time. Must be nice, or seems like this guy's always getting something new. I totally understand it. By the way, what a lot of people don't realize is, like, normally I get this comment on the equipment stuff, like the little red tractor, not mine, leaving, all the attachments, sponsored deals. Some things stay, some things go. It's just the way the world works. Y'all see something that's cool in here, maybe you buy it, maybe you don't. Yes, I'm in advertising. It's just the nature of the business. But if I want to keep making cool content, want to earn some side income, I guess it's kind of the nature of the beast. Yeah, you don't technically have to do it, but I get excited about equipment and things, and you know, always want to freshen the content up. So it's just part of life. There's a lot of pressure with this business on how to make it, how to spruce things up. Sometimes your own ego and own desires are in there, like, sure would like this tool, but I think if I get this tool and like it enough, some people might buy some. Maybe it's an affiliate tool. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's something I just want.
Yeah, but you're always very honest with your reviews and stuff.
I try to let people know. Yeah. I always put, like, in the description, I may earn commission on this if you buy it. And literally, like for the Amazon stuff, y'all, it's 1 to 3%. So if you go buy something that's $100, I could get $1 to $3. It doesn't sound like much, but guess what? If hundreds of people are doing it, it adds up. It really does. And we're so thankful and blessed. All right, we're going to quit talking about it. It's just the nature of the way this business works, y'all. It's no different than your favorite football player or golfer endorsing Nike or whatever shoes they're wearing and everything else. I guess it's kind of the way it is. Well, I try to find companies that I really do think are good people that I can really have legit conversations with and talk. Not saying that I talk with Amazon, but Lord knows I'm one of the biggest Amazon shoppers on the planet.
Yeah.
There's a smiley box here almost at least 6 days a week.
Yeah.
They quit delivering here on Sundays. All right, Lance says, I remember to use the Amazon link the other day, so I forgot to use it. Don't you? Totally joking.
It's okay.
We appreciate you, Lance. And y'all, if you don't want to use it, don't use it. Like, there's no pressure there at all. We appreciate y'all, though. We do. And the cool thing is, it doesn't cost you a dime extra. All right, that's enough talking about that. Y'all brought it up, not me. Okay. So apparently Crystal's done posted the link. She beat me. All right. So Shawan says, unsure if Bobcat is the same in the States like here in Australia, but I'd trade my Bobcat for a John Deere. Well, kind of exact opposite here, honestly, just based on friends I know. Trust me, I used to be the biggest John Deere person on the planet, but I think they've priced themselves completely out of business around here. They're by far the most expensive equipment, bar none. Well, I've got a friend that has some John Deeres, and he keeps buying them, but he started kind of looking elsewhere. They're very well made excavator-wise. I won't say they are any more well made than a Bobcat, honestly. And I know quite a few people with the Bobcats. And the Bobcat's more bang for your buck. Ultimately, it's whatever dealer's close by, parts, availability, service. You got to factor all that in as well. But I looked at some John Deere excavators before I bought my Bobcat. I would have spent another $15,000 more to get less features, actually. Less hydraulic flow, less breakout force, like important features. So trust me, I did my research. Ultimately, Bobcat won for me. It's my first piece of Bobcat equipment, too. Not sponsored. Not sponsored.
Sponsored by us.
Sponsored by us. Sponsored by y'all. Thank y'all for watching us and supporting us.
Sorry.
All right. So Charles says, hello from Shady Grove. I think we know the area.
Hello.
He said, went over to the coast after watching your blue cap video. Well, we hope you tore them up. We hope you did. So hello, Charles. Nice to see you. You know what? Have you watched us for a while? I don't recognize your thumbnail.
No, he said, well, maybe not.
Yeah,
okay.
I've just never
maybe he
answered.
just stumbled across the video, the
I've
crabbing
never
video.
answered a
Glad
comment.
you're here.
Yes, absolutely. By the way, don't give away our secret spot.
Yeah, we try not to tell names of everywhere we're at because we are in a small area, and
well, sadly, that place, you know, the place is it's so crowded now. You can't go there on the weekends.
Yeah,
anymore.
how was your luck there?
Yeah,
was it packed?
Did you find a spot? Like, it's gotten so crazy packed that we don't even talk about it.
All right, he says he's been watching for a while. Okay,
good deal. Well, we appreciate you, Charles. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, everybody's talking about the heat. 108 in Dallas. Y'all have been getting crazy heat in Texas this year. Like, it started 2 months ago for y'all. Oh, okay. Jerry says, Andrew, it was about Shannon upload her videos taking 10 hours. Thought you could give her some advice. Have not heard from Shannon, but I'll absolutely help out with that. Okay. So, stair project, the riverfront, would that be a stick build or would you consider stone slab steps? So, based on, they're very particular, based on everything we discussed, it's going to be wood, 6x6 post, typical stair built, which is great. I'm comfortable working with wood. Got all the tools for it. So let's do that. It's just going to be pressure treated lumber. That's what they gave me all the dimensions and stuff for. If I start excavating out the hillside and all, whole different ball game. I'm talking, I can't go changing the grade or anything. Certainly I can put posts and stuff in the ground. So they're so particular. I'm shocked they allowed us to do it without the permit, but we got the full go ahead. They still got to come and do site visits anyways. So we got to be by the books on everything. So we're going with stick built, like they said. Again, I'm super comfortable working with that. I've got all the woodworking
And Andrew
tools.
ever does everything anyway, so it'll be nice.
Yeah. So enjoy today's video with the fan install plasma table project. The plasma table is sweet. I know, and today's project was super simplistic, but it's just about me learning and growing. Just give me a couple months. Let me continue learning this CAD and CAM software. I have got so many plasma projects that I can't do them all.
Yeah, I got to start saving some plasma projects for you in my Pinterest.
Yeah, I know. I've already been actually saving some for you. Wait till we start incorporating sawmill wood, plasma, metal together for furniture and custom pieces over at the River House. That is going to be awesome. We'll do some stuff in here as well. And then keep in mind, some of my plasma projects is going to be gigantic things. I ain't going to spill the beans. We've got some really cool stuff coming. So have we went canoeing down that creek yet? I know everybody calls it a creek. That's actually, we call them rivers here in Florida when they're bigger than about this big. It's just what we do. So we've not canoed up and down it. I haven't flipped our canoe over in about 6 to 8 years. It's probably chewed up by field rats.
Oh, yeah. There's no telling what's growing underneath that thing.
But we have went up and down it with our boat. Problem is we went through such a drought over the last couple months. The river's so low, we can't put in, there's really no boat ramps to put in. We can't put in at all. So that's why I'm eager to get stairs down to the river. We could drag a canoe down the stairs and still use river. We're playing around with some ideas for ways to still access the river, even when it's so low that you can't use any local boat ramps. Like it gets that low, the boat ramps just drop off. They're in bad shape. But we have been up and down it with our aluminum boat. That's pretty much about the best thing for that river. Problem is around every corner, there is rock shoals, trees. It's not something you just want to go run up and down.
Yeah, you don't have a long stretch usually.
No, you don't. And you better know exactly where you're going and what you're doing, or you're going to knock the motor off your boat. So Mike says the problem is electric is the price of the batteries. You're exactly right. Yeah. So the batteries were replaced in this cart a year ago, and I priced them. They come from O'Reilly's, $1,600. And they're lead acid. So you're lucky to get 4 or 5 years out of them. Totally understand that. Now, the cool thing is I looked to replace this cart with lithium is a little over $2,000. Ouch, I get it. But those last 10 to 12 years.
Yeah.
So huge
How
increase.
long do the other ones last? Like a regular car battery?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. 4 or 5 years if you're lucky. If you're lucky. So, yep, that's totally the problem of it. But it makes sense for me, especially if I can get electric in and to charge them for free off the solar. Now you're not buying fuel.
And the way we take care of things, we'll keep it for that
oil
long.
Changes. I won't say over 10 to 12 years we would have spent $2,000 on fuel, oil changing, and filters. Actually, we may have. The Polaris Ranger oil change kits are very expensive. So,
well, all the other maintenance that we've had to do to it with the harnesses and all that.
Well, that's assuming electric doesn't give us any maintenance, like a part burns out or something. But I could actually see the electric with lithium paying itself off over gas, not with lead acid. You got to replace those batteries too often. Yeah, Todd says, just wait for the EMP to hit. That electric won't work. Well, I got bad news for you, Todd. If that EMP ever hits, nothing works, including your gasoline vehicles or my gas Ranger, because they've all got computers and electronics in them. So we're all set back to the Stone Age there. Yep. Unless you've got
horse and buggy.
Yeah, unless you've got horse and buggy or a super old carbureted vehicle stuck in the shed. I think we're all in trouble. Let's see what else we got going on here. I'm reading. Oh, yeah, everybody's still talking about that crown thing. That's how far behind I am. Shane, thank you so much.
Thank you, Shane.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all being so kind and generous tonight.
Lots of members tonight.
Yeah, I know. Yep. So y'all got them whether you want them. We'll definitely give you some sneak peeks this week. I'm probably going to bury myself in the shop this week with all the rain, but I've got some metalworking projects and other stuff, so we'll send out some sneak peeks and stuff right there. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. CD says, love the channel. Keep up the good work.
Well, thank you.
Appreciate you, CD. All right.
I think Ruger's down there talking in his sleep.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if he was whining at us. But
he might be.
no, he's looking at us. But
he's bored.
He's yawning. He might have just woke up. We hear Ruger down there just whining and making all kinds of noises, which he is the most vocal dog on the planet. Every morning, he has to yawn about 57 times. Makes all kinds of racket when he yawns. He don't yawn silently by no means. All right. Thank you, Miss Lee. She says, I bought 2 sets of luggage as gifts and use your link. My granddaughter is now using your link for her. See,
that's
word
awesome.
of mouth. We appreciate y'all so much. You said
awesome. Love the support, y'all.
Yes. We're so far behind. Okay. All right. Yeah, I done answered that one.
Yeah. What did it do? Bounce you back up?
No. He
asked it
twice,
okay,
which is perfectly fine because
totally.
I have to skip over.
I was just confused.
Yeah. Yeah, Anna, I really don't know how to get on the leaderboard. First time I've ever seen this leaderboard thing. I don't have a clue.
Well, Crystal's in number 2 right now.
So it must be on
how often you're commenting.
Yeah, which I want to tell you, I'll be careful with that because if you comment a lot, I don't
think you're winning any prizes.
Exactly. It loads the comment section up, and then I have to just start skipping around. So
no prizes.
Yeah, I really don't know what this leaderboard thing is. We're gonna have to research that and let you know whenever we get back on the next live stream. So Johnny says the electric golf carts are the best. We just put new lithium batteries that came with the chargers and monitors in our 2 old golf carts. Peace and quiet ride. Speaking of, okay, I've never owned a cart before. I guess we can call it a golf cart, but ours is built truly for work. Like it's got stiff leaf spring suspension. It's designed for towing. It's got a reach, 72 volts. Like it's not your typical golf cart. That's why I wanted it. I want one for work, not for putting around the neighborhood. But the silence, y'all, can't get over that. We've had ours for a couple weeks.
I know you sneak up on me. I'm like, whoa, there he is.
So for the first few days, the dogs hated it because I would fly off and they'd be just moseying in the yard and I'd come back and they would freak out because I snuck up on them. They didn't know who it was. They're used to hearing the Ranger. But here's what I love. I can't tell you how many times I run to the firewood shop or go make a loop around their property running Ruger, and I'll go by a whole herd of deer out there feeding in the food plot. They don't have a clue I went by. I've even caught some of this on camera. I catch up on deer all the time. Sometimes get within 50 yards of them creeping up there.
Carrying the camera with you.
I've done caught it some. They have no idea I'm there, or I can back out because I kind of took that reverse alarm away.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, that old loud thing. And I just love how much nature I'm seeing now. It seems like I'm seeing more deer now than I've ever seen in my life, but it's because I'm not spooking them off is what I really think is happening. I love that aspect of it. It's just, it takes a little bit of getting used to because don't get me wrong, I love diesel and I love gas engines, love it, but I'm really enjoying the silence of going around and just seeing all the critters that you're not spooking off. So that is one huge benefit of it that I just never realized. All right. Going down here and catch a couple more of these. So Hammer says, I'm back at home. That's awesome. I was curious about that.
Good deal.
Doing my therapy at home.
Hope
good to be here.
You have a good therapist.
Yes. Hopefully not one that hurts you like she used to do people.
The one that gets you better.
Yeah. All right. So Charles said, I tried to purchase a Solus tractor based on review, but ended up with a Bad Boy 4025 from the same dealer. I got you. So Charles, you're the second person to tell me that. I have heard if you're going to the same dealer that I've been telling people to go to, which is the closest one to us, they love selling them Bad Boy tractors, and that's what they typically push. So I just hope you're happy with whatever you get. Like at the end of the day, y'all, we may show certain things on the channel. And by the way, I love our little Solus tractor. I've literally got to figure out how to own it, although I don't need to spend no more doggone money because I've certainly been doing that a lot here lately. But I've got to figure out how to own that tractor. I love that tractor. But with that said, if you love your Bad Boy or your John Deere or whatever else you get, I don't care at the end of the day. I want everybody to be happy. You've worked hard for your money, and I hope that tractor treats you well and you enjoy it. If it's your first tractor, I don't know, you're going to be blown away with what tractors can do. Even small ones now are so capable. I'll never talk bad about a small tractor again after owning this little 25 horse. Like, they're so handy. I don't care if you got a couple acres, 5 acres, or 500 acres. It's just tractors are, they're so handy. I love them. Okay, it's going down here. Thank you, Johnny. We appreciate y'all. I won't talk about Amazon no more, but I did see your comment there. Miss Sharon says, my youngest grandson graduated from college today. Yep.
Oh, congratulations.
It's definitely the college time of year. There's no doubt about that. All right, just going down here. Yeah, I am way behind y'all.
You are?
Yeah, I am. All right. I'm reading. So Old School says wood does three things: get eaten by termites, yes; rots and burns, yes. So the kids burn it before all that stuff happens. I get.
We might be talking about the stuff.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about firewood. He said use as little wood as possible. Yes, I totally agree, but it's what we're going to have to do in order to comply with all these regulations.
But if you know how Andrew builds, he tries to build.
And what I'm
sturdy.
What I'm thinking about doing here, let me think. Okay. I can't remember the name of what these things are called, but what I'm probably going to do is get those, what are those? Sono tubes from Lowe's or Home Depot, the big cardboard tubes. I'm probably going to dig out, put sono tubes down until I hit rock, which there's nothing but rock on riverbanks around here. Get a solid base and then fill those up with concrete and have that above ground level, since ground stays saturated down there. Then I'll put the metal brackets in. Then I'll put the wood post in that so it stays above grade, above water, above sand, above moisture, and it should last a really long time. In worst case scenario, if my 6x6 post ever starts rotting out, you can undo some screws, pull the post out, put a new one back in for the stairs. I think we'll build a long-lasting set of stairs like that. And if for some reason they rot out in the future, by then I should have taught myself how to weld aluminum, and we'll build one super expensive, crazy set of aluminum steps that I don't want to do right now. Speaking of, I've got to learn how to weld aluminum very soon. That's been on my to-do list here lately. All right. Cool. Happy to hear that. Larry says, had a bad storm yesterday in my EcoFlow Ultra. That's the big boy like we got. Kept me going for 4 hours. So glad to have that. Yes,
I imagine it probably is a good feeling to have.
It probably, we know the feeling.
Yeah, but I mean, like knowing that you have that, that's great.
Because don't get me wrong, those, let's be honest, that kind of stuff is expensive. I totally get it. It's not for everybody. I love showing that stuff off. I really am passionate about that stuff. It's not for everybody. It's crazy expensive. I get it. And when it sits in there, you're kind of like, okay, did I mess up? And then when things like that happen, like last year, I forget, we lost power. I don't know how many times last year. It's so nice to go in there and flip a couple switches. Boom, it powers up. House goes back to running. AC kicks back on or whatever you want. And you go back doing your thing. Then you're kind of like, all right, I can see why this has been sitting in here. You almost, as bad as I hate to say this, I don't want to jinx us, knock on wood, you almost kind of want power to go out from time to time when you have stuff like that, just so you can justify and be like, yeah, that's why I got this stuff right here. You know, it's cool when that happens, but now I'm not trying to jinx a hurricane or major outage or anything like that. Yeah, we don't need that stuff. Huh?
What?
Miss Lee.
Miss Lee.
Lee, did you accidentally?
Thank you so
put
much,
the wrong
Miss
number
Lee,
in?
but
I hope that was on purpose, because I don't think I can refund on YouTube. Miss Lee.
Miss Lee.
Miss Lee, as I say.
Wow, Miss Lee. Well, let us know if it was. She said not an accident. Okay, it was not an accident. She's just an awesome person.
She is.
Wow. Thank
you so much. Y'all, if you're new and on here, first of all, that's not normal. We do not expect that, but we are where we are in life because we have some of the most amazing people ever that believe in us. And a lot of people like Miss Lee and a lot of y'all have followed us from 5,000 or 3,000 subscribers to where we weren't making a dime, and we were doing this as a hobby and putting our heart and soul into it. And y'all watched us grow over the years, and then we're able to do some of the things that we're doing because of y'all. Like, if you had asked us 2 years ago, would you be buying a piece of river property? I'd have told you you've lost your mind. Or would you bought a mini excavator? Again, I told you lost your mind. I can dream about that stuff forever. We're doing all that because of y'all, and it's because of, I don't want to offend you, craziness like that. That's crazy to me. I really thought you might have messed
Yes.
up there. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, Miss Lee.
Yeah,
you've been so generous here lately. Thank you so much.
Lately for a long time.
Yeah, well,
And
yeah,
I know you
just
didn't mean nothing
you
by
know what
that.
I mean by that.
Y'all, thank y'all so much. So, and all we could ever ask y'all is just, we appreciate y'all just watching our content. At the end of the day, I didn't mean to play it down earlier by saying we don't make enough of a living off of views and ad revenue to do what we do. We make enough of a living to live comfortably off of social media, but we can't constantly reinvest. There's no way we could have bought a river property. There's no way I could have bought an excavator. There's no way I can buy the tools and create the things and create the site that I do. There's no way I can buy the metal that I do and try to just go play and create things. Sometimes you make a viral video. A lot of times you don't. A lot of times the video never pays you back what you put in, but I'm able to have the freedom to do those things because of y'all just simply watching and supporting us. And stuff like this is just, as the old saying says, it's just the cherry on the top, icing on the cake. It allows us to just have a little more flexibility and freedom to go have a little fun and to try to reinvest in the business. I know a lot of people look at social media like it's not a business. I assure you it is. There's so much behind the scenes stuff y'all don't see, and we gamble a lot. We take a lot of risk, and sometimes they pay off, a lot of times they don't. But obviously it's paid off enough that we're still here at this point, and it's because y'all believe in us. So
thank y'all so much for all the support.
Golly, goodness gracious. Woo, thank you so much. Goodness. What?
I don't know.
Is Adam got another poop joke? I'm trying to read Adam's comment before I throw it up on the screen. What is this? It's time for this one. Let's see when you need to.
I'm guessing he's expressing his
apparently
tools by the toilet.
Yeah, his toilet's falling apart. Okay, I was like, what is he talking about? Golly. All right, I get it now. Okay, I see everybody's still talking about what the crown means. Hopefully y'all figured out. Certainly don't know. Okay. Yeah, now everybody's fighting over trying to get to first place. I don't even know what y'all are fighting over.
Sharon's first right now.
Okay. Goodness gracious. All right. So, Mr. Jimmy, I agree with you on that. I'm still not sold on the car thing, the electric car thing. I'm just not. Battery technology's got to get better. It's got to be more affordable. Now, with that said, same for solar, but solar's so big, it has dropped dramatically over the years, like things do. So let's all be honest. You've got to invest in these things. You got to buy these things. You got to support the companies in the industry for the technology to improve or just implodes. Same thing with the cars. Cars are nowhere near justifiable right now for me to even remotely buy one. Because I know you say your daughter got a Prius in 2015 and only looks like 6 years later needed new batteries, 3/4 of what the car cost. Yeah, so they probably just scrapped that car. That's just a shame. How do we improve if we don't invest in these things? I'm not at the point I'm investing in a car. It's just too much money. Solar and other stuff, yeah, we've done put thousands of our dollars of our own money into it. And I hated this stuff 2 years ago, but y'all convinced me to get into it. And it's bailed us out of hurricane after hurricane, outage after outage. And now it's paying to run our pool all day long, paying to run my shop all day long. Now it's paying to charge the cart. I see the value there. I really, really do. Cars, they're going to have to get some improvement.
Well, we like to work on our own vehicles as well. So
I do. And it's hard to work on
that's another
those.
reason.
So I totally understand what you're saying there. But that's not to say there's not going to be a breakthrough in the next 5 to 10 years to where all of a sudden batteries, there's a new technology, they last 30 years. You start getting a battery that can last 15 to, say, 25 years in a car. Most people are getting rid of cars, gas cars, before then anyways. I think you'll see a boom. It's coming. We're eventually, look what's happened just in the last 30, 40 years, y'all. It's just amazing. Battery technology is going to get awesome. Zeppy says, did you see what Ms. Lee did? Yes, Zeppy.
He was just
I'm that far behind. Yeah, Chris says he
knows the drill.
Yeah, Chris called him happy. But yeah, Zeppy. Yeah, buddy. I seen it. Golly, I know he's so far behind. I do get far behind. I'm trying to get caught up now. All right. I'm reading. Yeah, Tripping says, been watching from the very beginning. I know some of y'all have definitely been from like day one. We appreciate that so much because our channel is certainly all over the place. So it's hard to keep people's attention when you're gardening one day and building a custom project the next.
I almost feel like people like the, variety, because when you put that poll out the other day, of, you know, what projects do people want to see. Everybody said everything.
Not everybody. So here's the way you got to understand that,
A
Paul.
lot of people.
The majority of people that are our daily viewers that are here for us and for a certain type of content are the only ones getting shown. Getting shown that poll. And the majority of them, shockingly, wanted like to see more just homestead related projects, whether that's just working on the property. That could be gardening, that could be cutting down trees, it could be sawmilling, homestead related stuff. But what the analytics tell me over and over and over, and what's paid the bills over the year, this is why I do these crazy, stupid metalworking projects. Boy, you're going to see one later this week that is some of you are going to be like, have you lost your mind?
Yeah.
And some of you are going to be like, cool. So the reason I gamble sometimes and do all these crazy cooking appliances and rocket stoves and big pizza ovens and look like I'm playing around and having fun, I am, but just a lot of hard work, is because I'm gambling that one of these is going to be a viral video. And analytics has shown me over the years, especially on Facebook. Facebook exploded for us last year. By the way, we hit 400,000 followers on Facebook today.
I think we're close.
We're definitely spending time with our YouTube people. YouTube's where I'm passionate, but we're blessed that we hit 400,000 followers on Facebook today. It exploded last year. So the reason we had some extra income last year was because of Facebook, if we're being perfectly honest. And I had so many videos go viral, and most of them were metalworking and creation videos. That's why you see me do it a lot. They may not be quite as popular on YouTube, but we exploded on Facebook. Now, I'll be perfectly honest with you. Facebook is not doing well this year. It's the business we're in. It's a roller coaster ride. So you're probably going to see less investment, more focus with the funds that we have on the river house and things that are of real value to us. Property increases, could do some rental income, things like that, until Facebook and fun type videos start blowing up again. And maybe they do, maybe they don't. So you may start seeing a shift. It's just the nature of the business. I got to constantly play around where I think's the best investment of our money that we have. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it isn't. Last year treated us really well, but we went from 13,000 to now 400,000 followers in a very short period of time on Facebook. So we had a blessed year there as well. There's no doubt about that. But YouTube has always been the most consistent. I have the best interaction with people. Y'all are the best people in the world on YouTube. Facebook's got some of the most rotten, hateful people you've ever seen. I'm not passionate about it. I love y'all. I love YouTube. That's where I focus. Facebook's just a secondary thing for me. It really, really is. So, yeah, y'all didn't know y'all was just getting a whole bunch of behind-the-scenes business stuff tonight, would you say? So how much savings would you say you had from solar? Oh, I don't know, Mr. Larry. It's definitely well over $200 a month, because my shop bill used to be about $125 to $150 a month before I added the super expensive pool pump to it. And now I just keep piling stuff on the shop. Now I'm again charging the cart, adding bigger AC. So my shop bill would have went up with all this. So it's a few $1,000s a year. And then there's another value I was just talking about that y'all don't see. It's the content. I get paid to create videos. Sometimes I lose money making videos. Actually, the majority of the time I lose money making videos, but then you'll have one just really take off. And honestly, it pays you more than it's worth. Great. It helps even things out. So the only reason I'm even doing solar, because our electricity rate is so cheap around here, is because y'all pestered me so much for so long.
And I'm glad they did.
I'm happy with it now. I fought y'all for years. If you've been with the channel a few years, 3 years ago, I was telling you, I don't want nothing to do with the solar. My electricity's dirt cheap, yada, yada, yada. But there was such a request there. And my business, my job is creating content. I was like, all right, enough people's asked about it. They want to see solar and electronics type content. Let's go for it. And it's been a very wise investment for us. And now that I have it, now that we went through all the hurricanes and the tornado outbreaks and the power outages and keep adding all the stuff to the shop, I'm like, all right, I see the value here, and I'm having a really, really good time with it. I really am. All right, we've been yakking an hour, and I'm smelling that food downstairs. I'm gonna grab one more.
Hold on, you got more than
never
that.
mind. We're gonna talk a little bit
Go
more.
back up.
I've got to honor a few people here. What's up?
Go. You missed 2 from Adam.
I did.
Well, there's another one. I don't know where it's at.
How about I just go in here?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Did I miss? He's already asked what's for supper. Or no, maybe I did miss that one.
Yeah. Well, that's why you need to star them.
No,
So-
they are starred right here.
Oh,
It
okay.
automatically
okay.
stars them. I just got to go over to a whole new tab to find them. So what's for supper? You got on late. Obviously, we've done said it, so we're going on to the next one. No, tell them. What are we about to go downstairs and eat?
We'll just throw the picture up real quick.
Yeah. So homemade pasta and
Marsala, steak marsala.
steak marsala
Yes.
that Tiffany's got downstairs, and that's all I keep
Mhm.
smelling. So I'm ready to tear it up. And then Adam, thank you so much. He says,
Thank
I've
you,
been here
Adam.
since the Ice Maker 1.0
Yeah.
build. Yes, a ton of people. That's what skyrocketed the channel right
Yeah,
there.
a lot
No
of
doubt
people
about that.
subscribed for that.
Yes, they did. Problem
Yeah.
is I can't build ice makers every day. That would be super boring. It was starting to get boring. And
Yeah, there's only so much you can
there's
show.
only so much I can do. It is what it is. So, Mr. Mike, we're going to give you the last comment of the night. How are the dogs doing?
Dogs are doing good. Bullet did have an episode
He did.
about a week ago. Andrew was upstairs editing. I was still in bed. And apparently Bullet rolled out of his bed, which, I mean, it's on the floor. It's just a fluffy bed on the floor, but I had a lot of padding up underneath it just to give him a little bit more comfort. And apparently he rolled out onto the floor. He can be a little dramatic sometimes, but he was yelling.
He's been babied for 16 years. So, yeah, you created that
He was
monster.
screaming. Andrew ran down. Ruger ran in there, and he was just laying there on the floor, and he
wet himself.
He wet himself.
He was in that much shock.
But he was fine after that. I picked him up, held him for a little bit, walked him outside. He didn't really act like he wanted to walk. I don't know if he was just like, I don't know.
Well, the backstory to all this is, because we probably got some people like, what's the big deal? He had an episode a few months ago of his back giving out on him, almost some paralyzation stuff that scared us to death.
Yeah, he has some nerve stuff going on in his back. So
Yeah.
I think it did hurt. And I medicated him that morning, and he was fine within like probably 30 minutes. He was running around all over the place, jumping from couch to couch. So yeah, but they're doing good. Ruger's happy as can be. Yeah. He's probably waiting for us.
I don't see him down there. He's trying to walk up the stairs. He knows I can go upstairs, but I tell him he's not allowed up here. I don't need him scratching my stairs. All right, y'all. Y'all have been, oh my goodness, y'all been so unbelievably kind and generous tonight.
Yes,
Can't thank y'all
so
enough
much.
for y'all's generosity. So we're going to take next weekend off, like we said. I know a lot of y'all are doing, traveling, Father's Day stuff. It's just the way it is. We got a lot of things coming up again with birthdays and weddings and everything else. So this is going to be kind of an occasional thing, but we'll get back to our normal routine. Thank y'all so much. Truly do appreciate y'all. We're blessed to have you on in our lives. So happy that a lot of y'all have met each other. Thanks to all this, something that we've just never imagined or seen. Thank you so much for spending Sunday night with us. We hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed week.
Blessed week, yes.
Smorgasbord of content coming. I'm actually ahead for once, and we've got a little bit of everything going. So as long as the weather doesn't mess me up this week, we're going to get you quite a bit more content coming. Good night. God bless. Y'all take care. We'll see you.